TRIPS waiver is useful but not a magic pill. Here we can see the patent waiving in the light of WTO agreements and obligations. Article 9 of WTO agreement, Article 9 of WTO agreement says that allocation of waiving facility on the obligations of exceptional circumstances. That means in the case of any extraordinary circumstances, situations, demands, then we can waive the patent rights. According to that, in 1990, when AIDS or HIV was overspreaded in African countries, that time in 2003 in WTO, in WTO, so adopted decisions in 2003 waiving certain TRIPS obligations to increase the availability of medicines in countries that are having manufacturing capabilities are less. They are lacking manufacturing capabilities. Those countries can produce goods under Article 31 subsection F of TRIPS agreement, but that is compulsory license for producing such medicines only for domestic market demands. It means that obligations under 2003 WTO agreement, those countries which are going to produce medicines under compulsory license are they should only for using domestic purpose, not for exporting. It means another countries, those who are lacking manufacturing capability, they should importing from other countries. Means patent originally patent having countries. This is the case here. What we should see in this Article 31, what is the TRIPS agreement says, they provided some requirements. It means given some rules and regulations for countries. Trucks so manufactured are to be exported to that nation only. Medicines should be easily identifiable through different color shape, and only the amount necessary to meet the necessary of the importing country are to be manufactured. Importing country has to notify to WTO's TRIPS Council. Given these requirements, hardly any country in the last 17 years made effective use of this waiver. These are restrictions are maintained by the WTO to make the another country which are having lacking manufacturing capabilities, these should be maintained under 2003. And what we can see, developing world must watch here in this. What will happen if developing countries going to waive the patent, getting the patent waive facility? Even though they get the patent way with the support of US and other countries' interest, influence, but in this case they only given rights to produce vaccines without transferring technology. So in this case, developing countries, other underdeveloped countries are going to face the problem of technological transfer issues. Without technology, they cannot know the no technical know how the production of vaccines in India or another other developed in underdeveloped countries. This is the case. What this article says that India and other countries which want to get more vaccines production in domestic, they should also demanding transfer of technology along with vaccines production rights. Here is clear distinction. Here is developed underdeveloped countries. Here is developed countries, and these are influenced by multinational companies which are not having interesting to give any patent way because they have self interest. Here is India and other countries which are looking for vaccines in this second wave of COVID situation, which is desirable, which is most dangerous these days, they are looking for vaccines, and along with other medicines and medical services are also should they are seeking for waiving patent waiving for other along with vaccine they are looking for medical services and other related tools of medicines and drugs. Here, this is not possible for MNCs to provide this along with vaccines, providing other facilities also. But here is clear cut says that WTO and its administration wanting to put negotiation effort between these stakeholders which are developed and underdeveloped and developing countries. This is typically is vaccine diplomacy along with foreign diplomacy. This is vaccine diplomacy is part of foreign diplomacy. This should be going effective negotiations and giving and taking win-win situation should be raised. At least developed countries like America and European Union should put some extra interest, should put some extra influence to at least temporarily giving patent waiving for vaccines and technologically transfer of these COVID related medicines. Here, outreach and overreach. In this, why it is article is here. Here, Supreme Court guided that 12-member national task force should be forming, and so there should be effective and transparent allocation of medical oxygen to states and union territories on the basis of scientific, rational, and equitable basis. For this purpose, Supreme Court suggested to form 12-member national task force. This is judicially empowered committee will going to looking into the oxygen allocation along with availability of essential drugs and remedial measures. Essential drugs and remedial measures to meet future emergencies. Means there is a concern of third wave COVID. COVID third wave will maybe coming in next months or few months. Here is Supreme Court clarified that there is no overreach or outreach of judiciary into the executive domain. Only because of this present condition is not good enough for executive to maintain to contain the COVID situation in across the country. That's the reason Supreme Court entertained the suo motu complaint and appeal to ensure right to life and good health of population. So here is Supreme Court clarified to the executive that this is an emergency situation. That's why I intervened to the executive role somehow, some extent only. After this corona is decreased, after corona is decreasing, I will get back to the judiciary and will not interfere in executive roles in future days after corona is getting contained in India.